Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Well, as you can probably see, I'm not in Cornwall. I'm very close to Devon Water in the Lake District. Cornwall was just an absolute nightmare. The weather was pretty horrendous from the Wednesday onwards, and unfortunately I'd wasted Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I didn't go out because I thought, well, weather's going to be good all week. It's set in now, so mistake. So I didn't get it. I've got a couple of shots and I'll put those up now. You can have a little look at them, but I didn't do any video while I was there. I got out with the camera a few times, but nothing major. But anyway, tonight I've come down to a place near Devon Water to shoot that vista, which I'm hoping the sun is going to go down over there and go down there, and it's going to cast some beautiful light onto Ska Fell. Now, I came here earlier in the day because I went for a walk with the kids, and I saw this shot and I thought, that'd be a cracking pano, that'd be an absolute cracking pano. So I stopped the car and had a little look and thought, yeah, I've got this all sorted out. I've come tonight and the clouds arrived. So I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we live in hope, as we always do. I think there's a couple of shots here possibly. I like this rock here, and there's also a tree over there which I'm thinking I might take. So I'm going to set the camera. Oh, if you're wondering why my skin might be looking a bit golden, it's because I'm using a moisturiser called Soft and Smooth by Avon, I believe. And apparently, rumour would have it that this moisturiser is basically the best midge repellent that you can buy. And I have been told that apparently the Marines use this as midge repellent. Now I'm struggling to see how Soft and Smooth would appear in a kit bag for a Marine, but that's what the rumour is and what I have been told. So I am giving that a test tonight. We're going to see if Smooth and Soft by Avon is a good midge repellent. I don't think it is. I've been bitten a few times since I've walked down here, so but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get the camera set up and I'll turn you back on when I've got the first composition lined up. Right, this is a bit weird really, because I'd come out to basically shoot with my 20mm lens, or maybe the 24-70, because I thought about doing a video on, do I need my 70-200mm? And yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I was going to sell this. We're going to sell this lens, but basically, I've tried to use these rocks as the foreground for composition, and I've struggled. I've struggled quite heavily with it, to be honest. Mainly because I can't get with the 20mm. I've got to be quite close so that the rocks form a main focal point of the image. But when I get close, I lose the mountains. Now I could stack this vertically as like a vertical panel. I know I could do that. But I was looking at the cloud formation on, I think this is the Ska Fell range over here. And part of the problem when you use a 20mm lens or any sort of ultra wide angle, which I think the 20mm qualifies as, is it basically sends the background further back. It looks much smaller in the frame. And tonight I want those mountains to be big. I want them to be the stars of the show, shall we say. So I've put on the 70-200mm, and I'll let you have a little look at this now, this composition. I think it's quite nice. The clouds are giving it detail. They're covering a lot of the mountain, which I don't think matters that much because it makes you think, well, how big's that? And it is pretty big. It is pretty big. So I quite like this first shot, so I'm going to flick you around now, let you have a little look at the composition, and then see what you think. Right, so basically, I'm not sure if you can see that properly, but I've zoomed right in, and I think it's Ska Fell. I will find out which one it is. I'm not very good with these mountains, I'll be honest with you. I think it's Ska Fell, that. I think it's Ska Fell. Or Ska Fell might be the one behind in cloud. I don't know. Anyway, it's a nice image. So I've zoomed right in. The clouds just falling apart now on the other side. So I've zoomed right in on this mountain and I've just taken a quick snap. And I think it looks quite nice. I think it looks quite nice. If it's any good, I'll flick it up now for you. So I've zoomed out a little bit now because I'm trying to bring in more of the vista, and I am going to take a panel with this. I am. What I've tried to do is basically, we've got these nice dry stone walls along the base of the image, so I've tried to line them up in the corners so they sort of act as leading lines into the middle. And there's a little house over there in the middle, which is quite nice, and then it sort of leads you to the big mountains behind. Now the light is starting, as you can probably see, hopefully, to change, because we're getting into now, we're just about in golden hour, so hopefully we're going to get some real drama very shortly, because the sun now is dropping. The problem is there's cloud on the side. It's always the way. I think I've just got some sort of mark on me with this sort of stuff, but there is this cloud basically now on the horizon. So I think I've probably only got maybe about 20 minutes before that light is not going to be as prominent. It's going to be more soft, and that's not really what I wanted, because I wanted the sun to hit the clouds as it goes down and create some interest, which I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but we'll see. So yeah, so the next image that I've got is basically, I've just zoomed in, dry stone walls as leading lines, and then the mountains in the background. This cloud on the Ska Fell range is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm going to take a load of images now, and I'll put the best ones up so you can actually have a look at them. Right, well, this is a lesson in not packing your gear up too early, because I was about to pack up. I did the little bit of ending to the video, just about to put it down, put this camera that I'm holding now down, and then it came across this shot, and I just looked on the phone, because everything I look at comes up on the phone basically. I thought, that's actually quite nice, that. So I put the 20mm lens back on. I'll flick you around now so you can actually have a look at it, if I can remember how to do it. So effectively, what I've got is these rocks in here that you can see. The rocks in here, the trees, and those mountains just catching the light behind. The sun's just playing ball. So I'm just going to take a quick shot of that now. Getting bitten to death by midges. And I actually like this one. Wow, just short. I tell you what, this is the biggest problem that I have, is that I'm so impatient. And for landscape photography, you can't be impatient. I keep telling myself this. I've got to be more patient. Sit tight. I had a cup of coffee, finished the video, I had a cup of coffee, looked down at my phone, and that image just presented itself. So this is basically, I've had to bump the ISO up. So I put the ISO up at 160. It's f16, fifth of a second. Now I'm going to take the ISO down now because the wind's dropped. But wow, it was worth coming out. I actually really like that image. I think that's really nice. So I hope it looks as good for you now as I think it does looking in camera. But excellent, excellent. Well, there you go. Apologies for the lack of B-roll and drone footage, but I've been a bit of a mad flap with this, if I'm being honest. It's been a beautiful evening and I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's been quite tough. And I think the problem with this tonight was I didn't scope it, didn't prep it, and the images have suffered because of it. So I've been flapping around, and it is tough, to be honest. I mean, I have full respect for people like Nigel Danson, Stuart McGlenn and Gary Goff, because they go out and generally they get some fantastic images and they get some fantastic video as well. So I think lesson learned, more patience needed, and also get out earlier. I only had about an hour and a half to come here and sort this out. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the images that I've put up, and I do apologise for it being a bit of a failure. Now, on a more positive note, the Smooth and Soft Avon moisturiser does appear to work. I've had a couple of nibbles off these midges, but I've not really been bitten at all. So, Smooth and Soft, and I think it's Smooth and Soft, I'm sure it's Smooth and Soft, or Soft and Smooth, it's one of the two. So I think that's a positive. So anyone looking for some midgie cream, get onto Avon and get some Soft and Smooth or Smooth and Soft moisturiser and cover yourself in that. Anyway, I've rambled enough. I'm going home now. I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to have a beer. Earned one this evening. So until the next time, don't forget, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share, do all the usual stuff. But until the next time, I'll see you around. Wow. Superb.